Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Pumping off and out, I'm loco. Pumping off the circle beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Big up yourself, man. Big up the whole metric community. Smash the likes on your way in. You know we do this every day. We're always here, man, regardless, man. Win, lose, or draw, man. We always show up, you get me? So yeah, my peoples, man, let's get into this, man. Yesterday was atrocious, man. I don't know if you lot saw man's match reaction, but bro, yesterday was terrible. I don't want to speak about it, but this is happening too regularly. And man is having it up to here with Amorim. It's crazy. Yeah, all these games are just, bro, West Ham at home, Everton, 10 men. And then now Wolves. It's looking mad right now. Man's angry with all of this, man. And it's only leading man one way. And it's only going to lead one way for Amorim himself if this shit carries on. It is where it is anyway. So we'll get into the news as we always do. Smash the likes. Let me know what you lot think in the comments of where you lot stand with the manager, what you lot think about the performance yesterday, etc. I'm going to share my screen and we'll get into the main news. So basically, Rasmus, Højlund, this has been something that we didn't know if it was going to happen. There was bare talks about this. It was like, oh, maybe they don't make the Champions League. Because remember, when you look at their league is very close. It's closer than ours, the Italian league. So there was talks about they might not make it in Champions League and whatnot, but now they're saying they've confirmed it. So let me share my screen now so you lot can see exactly what I'm talking about. There we go, bam. So that's Napoli. Let me show you. Look at the league. If you look at it, you'll see that their league is very close. So there was talks about the obligation being at first, if Napoli make Champions League, then he signed Hojlund. That's what all the talks was. They've got to make Champions League, but as you can see, their league is very close. 36 is the leaders, 35 Milan second. Napoli's got 34. So one loss, one draw is everything over there. Do you understand? Rome is on 33. Juventus is on 32. It's crazy. 30, like you could go from 5th to 1st over 1 or 2 losses. Do you understand? So Champions League and then out of it over nothing. So it's very close. So the talks with Napoli at first was, of course, that Højlund will stay there and he will be obligation if they make Champions League, which is not even guaranteed. As you can see how close it is. There's 16 games in. But now Fabrizio Romano has came out and dropped us a bomber, as he does all the time. And he's basically told us this. He's gone, look, Napoli have confirmed that they will trigger the obligation to buy. This is good news for Man United. It will be 44 plus 6 million. That's 50 million euros. This is important news for Manchester United in terms of getting fresh money to invest next summer. Do you understand? So we've got 50 million euros there. It's done. That's 42 million pounds. So you got 42 million pounds from Garnacho, 40 million pounds from Garnacho, which you could spend up to 3 times the amount. 42 million pounds from Højlund, guaranteed. Do you understand? And we don't know how much we can spend out of that, but it's money coming through the door. There's talks about Zirkzee. He might be on his way out. There's all that Højlund stuff. Sorry, Roma stuff, Roma talks. So we're looking like we might have a semi-little, you know, we've got some money there. We've got the cash there. It's just about moving these players on. So this is what's happening, man. It's gone crazy. Obviously, we're gonna break it down a little bit more when you'll understand a little bit more about what's going on and all the other players that we're linked with. We're linked with Diomande. The price has dropped. There was talks about 100 million. That's dropped. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But let's talk about this Højlund situation for now. So basically, Napoli want to trigger this now. They're basically saying it's more or less obligation. I'll show you another article that breaks it down a little bit more. And this is Fabrizio here, him talking about it 8 hours ago. And he goes, Napoli confirmed that they believe that the obligation to buy Rasmus Højlund will be just a formality. So it's 1, 2, 3. It will happen 2026. It's going to be worth 44 million plus the 6 million that we've already got. The director of Napoli, Giovanni Manna, confirmed that we believe that Rasmus Højlund will be our player on a permanent transfer. It will be a formality. Formality means it's normal, just casual day. Do you understand? So Rasmus Højlund is going to be a Napoli player. So that's 50 million just banked. 50 million euros, that's just banked. We can go out there and spend that on someone because we know we've got the money, basically. Do you understand? So it's positive, man, and it's not no idiot Italian journalist that we've never heard of, or Damasio, or we're not sure. This is someone that we all know, Fabrizio Romano. If he's not number one, he's number two, but he's definitely up there as one of the best ones. And he's saying that this is the situation. So it is where it is. So now we go, and obviously you could say that we replaced Højlund already with Sesko, but mate, we got to go and get another striker. Come on, Sesko missed a few sitters yesterday. That header in the first half, and then the header in the second half after that ball from Casemiro. Oh my gosh. Obviously, it's going to take some time for him, but mate, come on, man. Your number 9 should be bagging these type of goals. So it is where it is, man. But Napoli, I've confirmed this one here. So we'll see what happens with Højlund and that situation. He's scoring goals over there. They love him. Lukaku's still injured, so they need him. But they're saying, yeah, that's more or less done. So with that money there, who do you not think we should go out to buy? There was talks that came out yesterday about an attacker. We want an attacker, especially if Zirkzee goes. It's going to be a 1 in, 1 out sort of process. If Zirkzee goes, Man United are back in. We're back in the market looking at an attacker. Remember, we was in the market looking at an attacker, and then Semenyo obviously dissed us and said, no, he wants to go to Man City. And then from then, obviously, we've thinked, didn't it? Like, we ain't really been looking at anyone. There's been talks about midfielders, etc. Let me try and find it if it's here. Yeah, there we go. This is what he said literally yesterday, as you can see the date, 30th of December. Manchester United have started exploring the January market for a forward player. United will only allow Joshua Zirkzee to join Roma if they find an attacking replacement, 1 in, 1 out. So the Højlund money, we're getting that full money next by the end of 2026 when the season's done, obligated. They've already said it's going to happen. Zirkzee, he goes, and they're trying to offer us, what, 40 million or something for him? So if we get a 40 million for Zirkzee, 40 million euros, that's about 33 million pounds. The same sort of thing. You go on loan with obligation, then we can spend the money. And you got to remember, we spent money on only Lamens. It's the only person that we bought on the last, more or less the last days of the transfer window. So when we got rid of Garnacho, we got that little money there for Anthony, all of these guys, and like, we haven't spent the money. That Garnacho money, that 40 million that we could spend 3 times that amount, we still haven't touched it yet. So there's money there to spend. And we saw what happened. We went for Belieber. Brighton said he's not for sale at the moment. We said, no problem. We'll come back when we can. And there's been all these talks about 2 midfielders. Everyone keeps saying the same thing about 2 midfielders. So I don't know what's going to happen. But if Joshua Zirkzee leaves, and it's looking like he's going to leave, then, mate, we're going to go and get an attacking replacement. And there's been all these talks about Yan Diomande, which we're going to get into in a second. Don't watch nothing. So he might be the one. He might not be the one. There was talks about him being 87 million. That's gone out the window. That's not true anymore. So I'm going to show you some more stuff. But yeah, that's the situation on Højlund. He is, that's more or less, you might as well say he is a Napoli player now. Yeah? I'll read it out for the people that's come in the chat. Smash the likes on my people. Do you know we're here every day? Win, lose, or draw. Smash these likes. Napoli have confirmed they will trigger the obligation to buy for Rasmus Højlund next summer. The crazy thing is, how can you trigger an obligation? An obligation is usually permanent anyway, but it's only Man United that the obligation means something else. We had an obligation with Sancho to go Chelsea, and they opt out of that somehow with 5 million. So we've done the same thing with Højlund, but I think their obligation was certain things get met, like they make Champions League, and if he plays a certain amount of games or scores, like, it's always some weird stuff. We can never just do a straight deal with the obligation being just, yeah, obligation. If anyone else goes with an obligation to buy right now, they're gone. You're not seeing them. It's only us. You know what I'm saying? That we do an obligation and it's crazy. But Højlund's gone. Højlund's missing. Forget about him. We're not going to see him again. And to be honest, Højlund was actually playing well this season, the beginning. You know, like pre-season, you could see he was busting a gut to try and do things. He started to play well, but they just gave up on him. And I'm not going to do no revisionism because he's scoring goals now. It is where it is. He was terrible in the league before that, and he has been terrible for us overall. But it is where it is, man. Because he's doing what he needs to do. He's a Man United fan. He was living his dream, and it is where it is. And he came out himself and he said, look, on leaving. United made it quite clear for me that I wasn't part of the plans for this year coming into the season, and with no European football in that sort of sense, I think Napoli saw an opportunity to get me. And as soon as I heard the interest from then, I made it clear to my camp that I only wanted to go there. He didn't have a choice. Remember, we were playing pre-season. We started playing Fiorentina. We benched him. Everton we benched him. Like the first couple of games, we was benching him. Like, and it was like Mount, false 9, Mbumo, false 9. It was evident that we didn't want him. So he's just saying, isn't it? Napoli made it clear. I reckon he would have went anywhere. But there was talks about other teams in for him as well. It is what it is, but who knows, man? We'll see. But I think Hojlund's kind of okay, man. I wouldn't have mind. I was saying this the whole time. I wouldn't have mind Hojlund coming off the bench. You get it? Sesko gets to 70 minutes or whatever, or the other way around. Hojlund comes off the bench and then he tries to change the game. But young kid, he got thrown in it. You know how this thing goes, man. Especially when he came in the times when Glazers and all of that. You know, we didn't care about nothing. We got Garnacho, Højlund playing every single game. You can't run something like that. You got to see how all the big clubs are run. It's like Real Madrid. They will not have Endrick starting every game. It would never happen. It will be Mbappe or maybe Brahim Diaz or Rodrigo, and then you give Endrick the little 20 minutes. Or if you go FA Cup, then Endrick can start. Endrick would never play 20 games in a row starting for Real Madrid unless they've got 20 injuries. You know what I'm trying to say? So it is where it is anyway, man. That's Højlund. He's saying that he's gone, more or less. And yeah, Fabrizio Romano has made it evident that it's done, and it's important news for Man United because it's fresh money for us to invest next summer. But that's when, remember, it's obligated. So it's not going to get released now for January or get released at the end of the season when it's just bam. So that's the news about Højlund, man. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens when we spend that money there. Could it go to the midfielders? Do we go get another striker? Zirkzee looks like he's on his way out. So it's a bit crazy. And then look, he's just saying the same thing here. Napoli director Højlund, blah, blah, blah. We trust him. He's part of our project. He's very important. Even Højlund considers himself as a Napoli player. Crazy. So this is what's going on, my peoples, man. Smash these likes, man. I'm going to get these comments in a minute. Let me get into some of the rest of the news, and then I'll come back for these comments. Don't watch nothing. So look at this now. Joshua Sully's just come out and dropped a bomber, as he does always. Sully's proper reliable, guys. He just drops bombers and keeps it moving. He's not on this like engagement thing. He's not trying to be big. He's not trying to be a journalist. He just comes, drops a bomb, and goes. He's like David Ornstein does. He doesn't do this Twitter thing. Joshua Zirkzee pushing for a move to Roma, with internal meetings even being held today to confirm his desire. The feeling from 24-year-old's camp is that Manchester United could give the green light soon if allowed to leave. Forward signing is expected. Look at the time this has come out on the bottom. 4:26. So literally about 20 minutes ago, not even that. That's just come out. And he's saying that's what's going on today. There's a meeting today with Zirkzee where we're due to give him the green light soon to get him out of here. Look at what Amorim just done to him, bro. The man scored a goal. Yeah, it could have been an own goal, whatnot. Took him off at halftime, and he's saying that he wanted less attackers. I don't know what he's thinking about, bro. I just think he overthought it so much that game there that he just messed himself up. Because you're sitting there and saying, I know that Wolves build up with a back three, and why are you thinking about what they do? We're Man United. They haven't won a game all season. Let's play our game. Man's overthought it so much. Done the whole, we're going to be a back three. Sorry, we're going to be 4-4-2, whatever it is. And then we've gone back to, you're doing too much. It worked with Iriola for about 20 minutes. It worked with Eddie Howe for about 20 minutes. Stop. Like, this is Wolves, bro. They're the worst team in the league. We've done too much. But how is he going to feel about that, bro? He's going to want to get out of it. He's been wanting to leave anyway to get the World Cup minutes. So it is where it is. And as you can see, I just showed you, lot, Fabrizio said that Roma and Zirkzee are very close to sitting there and getting the thing and getting it done. Literally, he's already agreed personal terms with them. Roma are in the title race, as I just showed you, lot. Look at this. Roma are in there. 33 points. One win gets them top. So they're in the title race. They need a striker. I don't think Evan Ferguson's killing it over there, what they thought he would. So they want a striker. He wants to play. He wants to. Remember, he came to us. He came to Man United and he was a Dutch international. he was playing for the Dutch team with all Van Dijk and these guys. Now, obviously, he wasn't starting. He was like a backup, but he was coming off the bench. Now we can't even get a look in. So he's trying to get his little 6 months, etc. But we're trying to say obligation. And I think the talks that have came out from, who was it again? Someone said something about Zirkzee could be going on an obligation. And we're trying to get 30 million out of it or something like that. So it's a crazy one, man. But, bro, he's only going to think. He's only going to throw his prem out. Do you know what I'm saying? He's never going to sit there and play properly now. This is what's going on. So look at this. This is Fabrizio Romano. This is what he said on the 28th. That's the date there. Look at that. Manchester United have received an official bid from Roma for Joshua Zirkzee via agents. It is a loan with a potential obligation to buy. Roma have an agreement with Zirkzee. He's ready to join them. It all depends on Man United. And then Solly has just came out 20 minutes ago and said there's a meeting today as well. A forward attacker is expected. There you go. So he's definitely going to leave, bro. Like, he played terrible against Newcastle. Yesterday, he got the little goal. Even though I do think he was a bit bad on his side. They were running past him all the time. He wasn't jogging back. Bro, it was just bad overall, bro. It was so bad. Like, it's terrible. But it is where it is, isn't it? So this is the situation. Zirkzee might be on his way out as well. Højlund's definitely gone. Zirkzee might be on his way out. We'll see what happens, bro. It's all up to Man United. But I think what it is with us is we want to find a player first so we don't leave ourselves short, especially at the time that we're at now, where Bruno Fernandes is injured. Mason Mount is injured. You got, who else is there? You've literally got starters only, which is Cunha and Sesko. Literally. I looked at the bench yesterday. We had not one senior player apart from, was it Tom Heaton? Like, it's crazy, bro. I'm trying to say to you, so I don't know, man. It's a mad place to be in. But Zirkzee is pushing for a move. He wants to get out of here. He wants to make a World Cup. So we'll see what happens with him, man. But I don't know, man. If he's allowed to leave. Obviously, basically what you can see from this is if Zirkzee leaves, we've basically got signing more or less wrapped up. That's what we're basically saying. If we've got a signing wrapped up, a forward is expected. So we're not going to go out there and overpay and do crazy stuff if we don't need to, unless it's solidified. So let's just say we go for one of our targets. We end up getting one of our targets, someone that we want to get, like, you know what, this guy's going to come on a loan, or we can pay 40 million for him and he's good. All right, Zirkzee, bounce. So if you see Zirkzee's on his way out, then just know that we're kind of sorted. I doubt we're going to leave ourselves. That's why Kobe Mainoo's angry, because he's sitting there saying, bro, why can I not leave? I just want to go and play some games. Let me skip. And we're saying, no, you're not going nowhere. So that's the situation with Zirkzee, man. We'll see what happens with him, but I think it's time for him to go anyway. I'll be real. Let me show you the stuff about Diomande now. Joshua Zirkzee, man. Crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. That game yesterday was mental, man. Where's Sky Sports Leo? So look at this now. Yeah, so boom. So we got this. This is just one of it, and I'll show you obviously the other bit in a minute. Man United are one of the clubs monitoring Leipzig winger. United not guaranteed to pursue another winger after missing out on Semenyo, but may move for Diomande if other clubs start moving for the highly rated forward this window. So basically what happened with Semenyo is we wanted Semenyo in the summer. That's when we wanted him. Summer's easier for us. Look, the obligation money goes for Hojlund, like stuff like that. You got money that's piled up. We might get the money for Rashford. Everything just works out better. Now we might have to go for things when we don't want to. It's a bit too early. But still, we're going to make it happen. So basically, Daniel's come out yesterday and just said, yeah, we're still looking at him, etc. A lot of people have come out and said, we're looking at him. But then the price has actually been said. Where's the price? Which one had the price? So the price has been put out there now that what was basically being said to be his price isn't even the price. So his price is even lower than what we thought it was. Because everyone was telling us that he's going to be 87 million pounds, etc. Where is it? There we go. Is it this one? Nah. Yeah, there we go. Look. So Man United are among the clubs monitoring Leipzig winger Jan Diomande. United not guaranteed to pursue another winger after missing out on Semenyo, but may move for Diomande if other clubs start moving for the highly rated forward in this window. There have been reports from Leipzig value him at 87 million, 100 million. This is what man's been hearing from a lot of sources. He's going to be 100 million, etc. He said, but understand, players' value understood to be more of the region of 52 to 61 million. So that's about 70 million max. That's not bad. You know what I'm saying? 61 million. And he's meant to be the next best thing. He's 19 years old. He's still got years to become even better. This guy, you get me? 19 years old. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I still think it's a little bit early for him. But, bro, would you not take that? Would you take the gamble if you believe in it? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So 60 to 70 million euros, 61 million maximum. It could be 55. It could be 50. It could be 52. 61 million max. So it's not 100 million. When it was 100 million euros, what they were saying was 87 million pounds. That's not the price no more. So Diomande's price has dropped. And this is why Tottenham's looking at him, and so is Man United. But remember, he's a Man United fan. He's got a picture with Ronaldo, and the Man United literally wrote Ronaldo on it himself when he was younger. He's a Man United fan, and no one is going to Tottenham over Man United anyway. So Diomande, we're praying him. We're praying him. We know that. A lot of people have come out and said that. And we'll see what happens, man. But it's not guaranteed yet that anything's going to happen. But you're seeing the links now. Zirkzee might go 1 in, 1 out, Fabrizio said. Sully saying, yo, we've had another meeting with Zirkzee today. If Zirkzee goes, we go for another forward. Could we go for him? You lot are seeing the cryptic messages. Amad Diallo's with him. They're putting fingers crossed. If you know, you know. What's all these messages that they're sending? What are they telling us? So something could be brewing. Do you know what I'm saying? And he could come and play left wing or left wing back. But, bro, all this wing back stuff, I'm tired of it, bro. I'll be real. Like, I can't even be bothered. Just play this 4-2-3-1, whatever, and let the wingers be wingers and whatever it is where it is. So it is where it is. We'll see, man. But Leipzig's price, what we've been seeing, they're saying, Sky Sports are saying it's not even, what are you talking about? How can it be 100 million? The geezer, I've only known this guy for about a month. I've not known this guy before that. I've only known him for 1 month. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I don't know, bro, man. I don't know if there's any truth in it or anything like that, but Sky Sports has come out and said this, and obviously, as you can see, it's even been Sky Sports Leo, he's retweeted it and he's certified. So we'll see, man. Let me get a few of these comments and then we'll get into the rest of the news. But that's a good boost. If it is 60 to 70 million euros, bro, that's less than Semenyo. Semenyo was 65 million pounds. This is 61 million pounds max. So we've got the money there anyway. The money's there. So if we can probably get a 30 million, 35 million obligation with Zirkzee, let Zirkzee go 35, go and get my man. Add a 30 million on it, bam. So we've got something back with the Zirkzee anyway. All we're doing is paying 30 million and getting a player that's 19, younger, ready to go now. He's got, him and Amad know each other. They got the link. Amad's probably gassing him up at this time. Yo, trust me, Man United. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens, bro. So Yan Diomande, this is his price. He's not 100 million. He's 80. He's 61 million instead. So we'll see, my people. Let me get a few of these comments, man. Keep smashing the likes, my people. Metric community, love, man. Yan Diomande, this keezer. Yan Diomande. Not Usman. Man said Usman Diomande. Nah. Big up Metch every time. If Indians believe Amorim is the guy, they should back him. Says he clearly can't get the best out of the squad. If they can't, should part ways. Usman Diomande. Yan Diomande, bro. I told you, bro, what's Jack Fletcher about? He shouldn't be there. You know what it is, though? But Metch, look up to January, fixture up to March. We're in danger of finishing 15th still. You know what it is, though? I reckon, obviously, the guys will be back by then. Let's be real, innit? If Mbumo and Amad and them and they were there and Bruno, we win that game comfortably. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? But we obviously got to sit down and be ready to play everything. And it's Wolves. We should be winning. But, so I don't think we're going to finish 15th again. No way. We've got too much firepower. We scored the most goals. I think it's just Man City's got more goals than us in the league. Now Arsenal put 4 past Aston Villa. Maybe they just went past us. I don't know. But we will pop teams down. We will. But my thing is, look, this is our games till March, yeah? Look at that. We just got more or less got everyone, you might as well say. So we've still got these two, Leeds away and Burnley, which is still a bit mad. Brighton in the FA Cup, City, Arsenal, and then remember, Mbumo and Amad have to be back for the Arsenal game. AFCON ends on the 18th of January. So the Arsenal game, so City game might still be a bit, they say they've both made the final. It's Ivory Coast versus Cameroon in the final. 18th, they're not making that. you know what I'm trying to say? But they'll make Arsenal game on the 25th. So from the Arsenal game onwards, everyone is kind of back. Bruno's meant to be back for the Man City game. So I can't see us finishing 15th from January to March. I know it's a few games, like Villa at home, Newcastle, Palace. I know what you're saying, but I'm not going to be over-exaggerating. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we'll finish 15th or anything like that. But it is some hard games, of course, bro. It's hard, bro. And you got to remember, the team we're playing now, we've got no seniors on the bench. When you look at our team, bro, I looked at the lineup yesterday. I looked at the bench, and there was not one person that, like, the senior. It was all youngers. It's crazy. It was crazy yesterday. Look at that. That was the bench for you. But my thing is, at least a Shea Lacey should have came on. He keeps bringing on the Fletcher, you. Like, I'm not really going to get onto the young ones because, bro, you're nervous. Man's under pressure already. The seniors are not stepping up. You got Cunha thinking he's Ronaldinho, running with the ball forever. Like, how can man expect them to step up? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't really put too much blame on them. But Fletcher, I do know what man are saying. People, we do gas up our young boys a bit too much. That's one thing that a lot of us do. We gas them up a bit too much, bro. That's what we do as Manchester United fans. Any single young boy, man, hear about them, their name just goes crazy. He's going to be the next best thing. Foyts and this guy and that guy. We hear it all the time, but it is what it is, man. It's crazy, bro. Some people say it's the system. Some people will say, everyone will say different things. But I don't think we'll finish 15th, though. Crazy and Sesko ain't it either. Sometimes I think it's Amorim playing the youth to prove the squad isn't strong enough. It's not case. Amorim and ladies and gentlemen smoking. It's crazy. No transfers exciting. We are Arsenal and what. The only thing that excites me is players leaving our club so they can show their worth to United fans that degrade them. Bruv, it's crazy, man. I know what you're saying, man, but brother, we should have won that game regardless, bro. You understand? I just don't understand. I feel like my man done a bit too much, Amorim. He's sitting there, he's talking about Wolves. I tried to adapt to Wolves' game. Wolves have not won a game all season. Why do you care what they're doing? Let's play our game and pull it to them. They need to adapt to us. They come into Old Trafford, our gaff. We're trying to suss out how they're gonna play. Why do we care? That's what I didn't rate about Amorim. Because my man, I'm sticking to the manager. No Mason Mount, no leader, no passion. Nicky, my bro, I'm telling you, it's the last thing. Big up Metch. Man United going nowhere with Ineos coaching. We are Poundland FC. Crazy, crazy. They are just here for vanity project. You know what it is though? Let me tell you something though. I reckon Ineos sack him, but they don't sack him now because it doesn't make any sense. Do you get it? We're not far from top four. We're 3 points off top four. So I reckon if it stays like this, let's just say we finish 6th or 5th. I reckon he goes at the end of the season. That's my thing. I reckon he goes. But why would they sack him now when he's 3 points off top four, which was the target, and 2 points? And what do you do from now? Glasner's out of contract at the end of the season. Just imagine it, like what we just done. We brought in Amorim. He didn't have no preseason. He had a shit year. And he's excuse, I had no post-preseason. I got none of my players. So you're better off doing it the other way around. When it gets to the summer, Amorim will have a year left on his contract, but you have to extend it or let him go. You can bring in a new manager. He has a preseason and he gets a few people that he understands for his system. Let's just say it's Glasner. Glasner, we don't have to pay no money because he's going to be a free in the summer. So let's just say Glasner walks through the door. What player do you want? What player do you think suits your system? I want Wharton. Wharton's my guy. No problem. Easy. If we go and get Belieber now or something, I feel like we're buying everyone anyway for the system anyway, like as a project anyway. So Belieber can work with any manager anyway. Cunha can work with any manager. Anyone that we bought, Mbumo, they can play as wingers, they can play as 10s, any manager. So I just don't think they sack him now anyway, because why would you sack him now? And then to be stuck there with an interim or be trying to get a manager in that's not ready. It doesn't make any sense. You're better off just waiting. It's only 6 months now. Wait 6 months, 5 months. You wait 5 months to May, and then you just let him go. Do you know what I'm saying? You have a year left, and then you could go and get someone and give them a proper preseason. Everything goes there. I just think he's going to... They're hoping we can get Europe. Hoping we can get a 5th, and then we get that thing where the one extra club in Europe. That's what I feel like's happening. But I don't think my man stays. There's no way what we're watching, Amorim makes it past this year. I don't think it happens. I reckon he stays to the end of the season, but it doesn't make any sense sacking him now. What is the point? It doesn't make no sense. You sack him now and then you're just stuck. So it is what it is, man. That's what I feel like is going to happen. Joshua Zirkzee, I just think Zirkzee stuff, that was crazy. When you think about it, I thought he was injured. I thought Zirkzee was injured because we keep having these half-time subs. Remember, we had Mason Mount come off last game against Newcastle. So I'm like, my man's injured. Bro, joking. Commercial thing with these guys, you know, meltdowns with the fan base. Real talk we used to blame for yesterday, name and shame. Like, the manager went mad, man. That's all that I would say. Manager went mad. I don't really get onto the players too much, only when they played terrible. Everyone played terrible, but we played into Wolves' hand. We're trying to suss them out. Why are we trying to suss out a team that has not won a game? Why are we trying to suss them out? Just go and play our game. They've come to our gaff. Let's just play our game and just murder them. You know what I'm saying? It's management that's failed the fans and Ruben Amorim. I'm not backing Ruben, but if we had to players and replace them last summer, we won't be done. Yeah, unready academy players. It's true. It's true. It's true. If we had Casado and Enzo in midfield or Belieber, yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. 100%. But then at the same time, it's just, bruv, I don't know, man. I just feel like he overthinks it a bit too much. I hope we get busy and get one player fast. Our team is very limited for the moment. I've seen too many United channels whine and hold a funeral for Ruben Amorim. I'm here. We might not buy in January. The situation, our squad is now. We're definitely going to get someone in January, but we're not going to go out there and just spend it on anyone. That's the talks. We want to get someone that will be here for the future instead of just getting someone now and then we're trying to sell them. Look at Amrabat. We were lucky with that one. We got Amrabat in for a loan. As soon as the loan finished, see you later, brother. Off you go, buddy. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't really get loans no more. See how that used to happen them times? Everyone's getting loans in. We're going to get Weghorst and Amrabat and this guy and that. You can't do that no more. Everyone wants their money. Gallagher. We had talks about Gallagher. Something came out about him yesterday that we're really pushing to get him on loan. And they said no. They said, nah, bro, you have to come and buy him outright only. This is what Fing said. So Atletico Madrid. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy. So I feel like it's gone mad now. Like, the whole loan thing that was happening before and everyone was into it and you could loan this player and then send them back if you want. It barely happens anymore, bro. You've got to be proper. They've got to really not be into you. Look at that. This is the last thing I saw about a loan, about a midfielder or something. Is this, Man United are pushing to take Conor Gallagher on loan with an option to buy. This is yesterday. Look at that. Athletical stance is firm. They will not consider a loan under any circumstances, only a sell. That's the last I saw about a loan. So I feel like we might have to go out there and actually buy someone. It's crazy. Zirkzee scores, and he was 100% at fault for Wolves scoring as well. You do not knock the ball backward like that. You get out of the defence. Desperately need a ball winner and a carrier too. Yeah, 2-in-1. This is why we're trying to get Belieber. That's why Belieber's still the #1 target because he's a carrier and he's a ball winner. Is this intelligence or people criticize our youth by bringing them on? Good enough wearing a shoe. I just don't understand that. You see the Fletcher thing? The Fletcher thing, I just feel like he's doing my man a favour. He's trying to do Fletcher a favour because he's a coach for the under-18. Just like, I'm going to give your son a debut. Because, bro, how do we benefit Fletcher coming on and not Shea Lacey or any? I don't understand it. We've already got Ugarte and Casemiro on. You brought on Fletcher. I just didn't get that one there. Realistic. I'm not blind to see our bench. Time we had younger players chipped off. Met, you play better. Fletcher or Zirkzee? Bro, I can't tell you. I couldn't even tell you, bro. I swear to you. Zirkzee, I just see him with slight running in the first half. He got the goal, deflection, no problem. I'd see him build up a little bit, actually. A bit of build-up play. Fletcher, I don't even remember him playing. This is what I'm saying. Sometimes I saw Fletcher, he would just pass back, but he's a young kid. I'm not expecting too much of him. I'm not going to sit there and say, Fletcher, go and get us that goal. He's not Bruno Fernandes. I don't even know what this guy's on. This is what I'm saying. It's the fan base that gasses up a lot of these players. I don't even know these young boys. And I don't watch the academy players, so I don't know who's who. I wait for them to come to the Prem. Man, Tato came yesterday, didn't have the best game, but I can't diss him because of one game. He's young. You're having your debut. You know what I mean? I can't diss the young ones, man. 100%, man. We're all thing, man. We all expected a better result. There's people telling man 4-0 in the chat. It's crazy. I think we like Jack Tyler ain't ready because of his dad, but Jack a good player, but he needs time out on loan, League One club, not Man United level yet. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Only 18 years old. That's why I'm not onto them. There's people out here slatering them, bro. They're going to see man's tweets and that, bro. They're 18, bro. They're watching Twitter and It's their debuts, they're excited, and everyone's slating them because you expect them to be, everyone's got to be Max Dowman or Nwaneri or these, come on, man, JJ Gabriel. Like, this is how we're thinking now. Everyone's got to be a Neymar. If you're not that type of player, you're rack. Why can't they just do the basics? They've come into a Premier League game for their first time. Wow, it's one game. They might play another game. Man, Tato scores a goal. Like, who knows, bro? It is where it is, man. Man, don't get onto the young ones still. I'm not really on all that. You understand? So it is where it is. I'm tired of this. Just don't want us to get top 4. Just don't want us to get top 4. All these games are proper fixed. I can't believe no one realized they love Liverpool. No one can pick on English players now. What are you talking about? They just don't want us to get... Who don't want us to get top 4? Who? Ineos. Ineos on the field. Who are you talking about? I don't understand. Who's you talking about? So the formation lost the game last night. Note the players didn't turn up and stupid mistakes cost us. Bro, we got outplayed. That's a stupid mistakes. We got outplayed by Wolves. Let's look at the overall game. We got outplayed, bro. We was defending in our own box for a minute. They were outplaying us. We had a few spells where we looked okay. After we scored, we was kind of onto them. And then they just brought it back to normal. Bam. And then they were just onto us. And this is what I was saying to you lot. Let's not, people are sitting there saying Wolves are rubbish, etc. I'm saying, bro, I saw them play against Arsenal. I saw them play against Liverpool. It's like they're at home, they got pressure on them and they crumble. But when they're away these days, they've been kind of okay. But it is where it is anyway, man. It is where it is. So let me show you the rest of the news anyway. Keep these comments coming. You know, man's going to be here for them regardless. But yeah, it's crazy, man. I just can't. That was a mad one. I felt like it's giving you shades of Grimsby, Everton, West Ham, all these teams. They come in here, they come in on bad forms. Wolves haven't won a game since October or something like that. They haven't won a game. 13 league games, and we gave them a point. Everton, we gave them a point, like 10 men. West Ham never got a point in about 4 games or something. Gave them a point. Bournemouth, come on, bro. Crazy, man. Crazy. This is what we're dealing with. Obviously, we had this stuff about Casemiro and Maguire. They're due to leave. And this is what I'm saying about this project. I don't want us to be like Chelsea. You're seeing what's going on with the Chelsea project right now. They're having civil war galore over there. Crazy. And this is what I don't want to happen to us. I don't want it to be a situation where we get rid of all our senior players. Because people are talking about Bruno Fernandes. Let's get rid of him. We'll play better without Bruno Fernandes. Bro, we're not creating anything. We're passing back. Martinez, put the ball in the box if you can. Luke Shaw, cross the ball. That's it. We are banking on crosses. Literally. There's no sort of pattern of play, nothing. There's no one that's going to do the killer pass. Cunha's meant to be the guy. He's just being greedy and just running with the ball, thinking he's Ronaldinho or something, and it's not happening, bro. Like, literally. But it is what it is. My thing is, Maguire can go. That's fine. Casemiro can go. That's fine. But we have to keep some senior players. We need some leaders. So if we have these little young kids coming through, they can be a transition where they understand the mentality. It's just like the Man City. Man City were winning all these leagues, winning the treble with De Bruyne and all of that. And then what's happened? They transition. So De Bruyne goes for Turkey, but you still got Bernardo. You still got a few players that was been there and done it all. Foden, he's the youngest one, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they've still got Rodri, Bernardo, a few players that understand. They've won the Ruben Diaz. So if the young ones come true, they can set them in. Yo, this is how our mentality is. We're going to win this league. Arsenal, don't worry about them. It's mentality. You can't just have a team full of bare young kids and think you're going to win everything. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not really going to work. So we can get rid of them. That's fine. If they leave at the end of it, looks like they're going to leave. We haven't offered them anything. January's tomorrow. We haven't offered them a next contract. From tomorrow, these two can start talking to any other clubs and get a pre-contract. Any club. Maguire can end up going to any club and sign on a free in June or May. So my thing is they can go, that's fine, but just let's not do this thing where we let all of our senior players go and we're just a team full of young players like Arsenal, and then they bottle the league every year because they can't handle it. Like, there's no one there that's done it. Jesus, come on, man. It's crazy. So yeah, man, this is what I'm saying. So that's that. Obviously, we had the start. This is just the Mason Mount situation, etc. We've got this stuff about Marcus Rashford now. Look, we've got Atletico Madrid. They are involved in it now as well. The club would go up to 30 million euros, considering an ideal option of Cholo style. Cholo. Obviously, that's the manager. Rashford would also be open to staying in La Liga, where he has recovered his level and passion. We had an article the other day that told us that Hansi Flick wants to keep Rashford. So I don't even think that he's going to leave Barcelona, to be honest, because Hansi Flick wants him to stay and he's happy with him for the price as well, 30 million euros. He's cool with that. So I think he stays over there. But Franz Fletcher, he's English. So this is more news coming from England now as well. So we've had news in Spain, now in England, that Atletico Madrid might want to pay that 30 million euros. That's about 24, 25 million pounds. That's a still either way. Do you understand? But this is what I'm saying, man. It's crazy, man. We'll see what happens with this situation here. And then Gary Neville spoke about, obviously, the subs. Just said they made Man United worse. Every single substitute was bizarre. If Zirkzee wasn't injured, it was a tactical substitution, a poor one. Zirkzee ain't Cantona. It's a joke thing, man. It's a joke thing. And he scored. You couldn't take him off. I'm hoping he's injured for Ruben Amorim's sake. Like, he was hoping that he was injured. That's all the Hojlund stuff. Look at this. Let me start from the top now from this. Obviously, Zirkzee, I'm going to summarize. Zirkzee's just come out. Apparently, he's going to be talking. He's having an internal meeting today about his desire to leave and go to Roma. We've had all the talks from Fabrizio saying that that's more or less done. Man United just got to press the button. But apparently, we want to basically get a replacement in and then we'll let him go. So if we get a replacement, Man United could give the green light soon. If allowed to leave, forward a signing expected. Simple as that. Ugarte, the priority target for Galatasaray is not Ugarte. There was all these talks about Ugarte. Chris Wheeler came out. A few of them have come out and spoke about Ugarte and said, yeah, they're looking at him, blah, blah, blah. But apparently, they're not even rating him like that. So we'll see what happens with that. We've got a few of this with the young boys. United have already recalled Ali Al-Jofri from Notts County, while Harrison will also leave Shrewsbury. Discussions are continuing over a short-term plan. Why are they recalling so much? I know Collier's been recalled as well. I don't know what's going on. They're ready to just sell them. What's happening? I don't know. It's a weird one. And then we got this. Although Man United are understood to be well within PSR limitations, the number would still have to add up before United could pay 65 million for Semenyo or another big signing. So selling another player or loaning them with an obligation to buy it in the summer cannot be ruled out. So it is what it is, man. We've got the money there, man. You can see the money's going to be there for Zirkzee, etc. Boom, boom, boom. What's he talking about? What's that about? So we'll see what happens. Jardy, I've known you for 2 years now. Tactics were never part of your footy IQ. Surprise. Arsenal got 5 more. Yeah, they got 5 more than us now. Crazy. This is what I'm saying. We had the second most the other day. Not scored any goals. I know he's a winger, but need players. What? Because he ain't scored any goals, what, in Ivory Coast? AFCON's a hard tournament, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? Ahmad scored their 2 goals. It's only been Ahmad that scored their 2 goals. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's what it is. So what? We don't buy him because he ain't scored a goal in a competition that's just started. That's like going to the World Cup and saying, nope, we're not going to buy this player because he ain't scored. Like, come on. It is what it is, isn't it? Sometimes things happen. We drew because we did not have our good players playing. It's that simple, really. Nah, man. Nah, I'm not buying that one there still. All Ineos wants to stay their money with the Glazers. So then how come we won the first half against Newcastle? We won the first half. I don't think we won. I wouldn't say we won the first half. I was at the game. I wouldn't say we won the first half. We was better within that like 15 minutes or something, and then they changed something. Ramsdale fell on the floor. Ramsdale fell on the floor. They told him, go on the floor. He changed up his tactics, and then they switched it up a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say we won the first half, like we was all over them. We had better chances, but I wouldn't say we won it. 100% no. Gave goal away. We are finished as Man United with Amorim. A lot of people have given up on Amorim. I tell you like that for free. A lot of people have given up. Zirkzee can't press. You won't even intimidate a kid with that press. Just got here. Sorry to ask, but it's Hojlund actually leaving. Yeah, Hojlund thing is solidified, Carl, still. Solidified. I'll show you now. Basically, Fabrizio's come out. Look at that. Napoli have confirmed that they will trigger the obligation to buy for Rasmus Højlund next summer. It will be 44 plus 6 million. They've confirmed that basically. Like, yeah, we've got him. Obligation should be confirmed anyway. The fact that it's obligation, but we've always got the weirdest obligations that, like Sancho's one, when you could just opt out for 5 million. This is important news for Man United in terms of getting fresh money to invest next summer. Fabrizio Romano's come out and done one of these videos on YouTube, and that's what he said. This is it here. Obviously, I'm not going to play it, but that's what he's basically saying. Like, it's done. that money there, that's 50 million euros, is more or less ours, but we can't get it until the summer because it's, you know, their proceeds. Like at first there was some talks about Højlund, if they make Champions League, basically. If they make Champions League, then it's going to be obligation, but we're saying no. It's certified now. Get Williams Jr. Now, he wants to stay over there. He didn't want to go to Barcelona. He wanted to stay at Athletic Club, that he didn't even want to go to Barcelona. How are we going to get him? You know what I'm saying? Barcelona wanted him, and he's over there. He stays in Spain, everything. It's crazy. Long run means Amorim has been feeding us no such thing. Present all matters. Get me a Lee Sale Williams, brother. You lot are talking like we're not this Man United no more. You lot think we could just go and get any player. We can't. We was already in for Elise when he went to Bayern. Ask Chelsea, there's a few of us. Williams, maybe, but even him, he's on 300k or something like that. He dissed Arsenal, he dissed Barcelona, and he's on 300k. We're not going to pay that. This is what I'm trying to say to you lot. And Man United just don't work anymore unless you support us. Cunha supported us, Mbumo supported us, and if you're in a team, like say like Athletic Club, really, it's a team we should be able to go and get a player from. But he loves it there, and he's on like 300k. He's their best player, so he ain't gonna work. Belieber done. What Belieber done? What do you mean? What's Belieber done? What are you on about? What's Chris on about? What are you on about, bro? Someone asked him a question or something. What's decent yesterday? Fletcher was decent yesterday. What? Fletcher was decent yesterday. I wouldn't agree to that. I think he's a young kid. I don't really want to judge the young kids, but I wouldn't say he was decent. You're right. The kid was nervous. Only played back passes to Mantato. Was more attacking. Surprised he didn't do much. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. What's good, man? Sesko definitely had a better game yesterday. It was nice seeing him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He done a few bits, but he did the opportunities that he had. The header that hit the post, unfortunate, of course. But the other one, when Casemiro pull it in, he should have done a little bit better. He could have chested it. He had so much time. But it is what it is, man. What can we do? We can't look back. The game, it's done, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's done, innit? What can we really say about it? Maguire, Shaw, Casemiro, Malacia, Dallo need to go. I reckon Malacia's gone. He's Malacia, Sancho, Casemiro, and Maguire are all contracts that end in the end of the season. And I think they're all gone. Malacia, Sancho, Casemiro, Maguire. I think they're all gone at the end of the season. Casemiro's on 350k or 300k. Sancho's on like 270, 300. Maguire's on like 2 something, I think 190, something mad. I don't think Shaw goes to Dallo. Shaw and Dallo, I think they stay. What did he change the system? He used the Newcastle game. We played a back 4. Remember, Dorgy was a right winger. So we switched it up. They thought it was going to be a back 3. We played a right winger and a left winger. And then this game, Dorgy's gone to the left wing back. How does that... Bro, he's played his best game. Do you know what's crazy? The crazy thing about that was, yeah, Dorgy played his best game. And you know what he got? He got player of the week in the whole Premier League. Look at that. The whole Premier League, yeah? Even like, when you look at it, like, bro, when you look at it, I think that is I think he shouldn't even have got it. I don't think he deserved it. Because you got someone like Cherky that assisted the goal to Reinders and scored the winning goal against Nottingham Forest. So Cherky got a goal and assist. And we got Dorgu that got the player of the week. So you know how well he must have played. He must have done everything right. Won his duels. Obviously, we saw how he was moving attacking-wise. I didn't really see him too... Like I said, I was in the stadium. But he got player of the week playing as a right winger. And what did we do? Nah, bro. You was playing too well as a right winger. Go back to left wing back. Somewhere that a lot of players have already said he can't handle. We need another left back. We need to get rid of Dorgu. He's not good enough. Look how much Man United fans were saying that. He's not good enough. And he's one player of the week. And we've said, nah, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take this guy back to left wing back. Crazy. Crazy, man. Crazy. It's mad to think we could have had Hojlund, Rice, Bellingham. Yeah, there's a lot of what ifs in it. A lot of what ifs. We got that. It's crazy. Amran, I've had enough. We said Imran's had enough. No. The man done my thing. Touchdown, I'm going to hit you, my brother, man. Hundo, man, I'll hit you. Friday does seem like a shot. I'm going to hit you, bro. I'm going to message you in a bit. What has Belieber done since we've been linked with him? What's he talking about? Why? Why are you praying Belieber? We don't care about Belieber, bro. We're talking about Man United right now. Belieber hasn't been spoken about today once, by the way. I don't know why you're talking about Belieber, Chris. No one ain't praying him. I'm on this thing where let's go and get someone. Let's just go and get someone that's going to make it happen. I don't care who it is. Dalot really should be sold, leave alongside the free agents in the summer if we're being a serious club. It's true. True, we should have just played Dorgu at right wing. Bet Amorim will be ignorant again and still blagged. And this is what I'm saying. And he came out in his press conference after, post-match conference, and said, we tried to adapt to Wolves. They play a three at the back, blah, blah, blah. We tried to adapt to them. How? This team hasn't won a game. Why do you care how they're going to play? Whatever they do don't work. We're Man United. We're playing at our ground. Let them adapt to us. So play Dorgu where he was. I don't know, man. It's crazy. But it is where it is anyway, man, my peoples, man. That's more or less the news. I'm going to summarize it for whoever's just come in the chat and show you exactly what's going on. Because, bro, it's a joke thing. What's this? West Ham are trying to sign someone. So, yeah, cool. So, for those that just come in the chat, basically, Zirkzee's pushing for a move. Roma are confident. They want the green light. And if he does leave, we're going to get a next forward. Ugarte is not priority for Galatasaray anymore. Some of the young boys are coming back from their loans. This is just talking about basically money. We're cool with PSR, the money situation. We're right. Højlund is solidified now. Fabrizio Romano, Napoli have confirmed that they will trigger the obligation to buy Højlund next summer. Our obligation should be confirmed anyway, but our team's always weird. So that's 50 million euros that we've definitely got. It's important news for Man United in terms of getting fresh money. Fabrizio Romano. Yan Diomande, they've been talking about the price all week. It's going to be 100 million euros. They've come out and said, yo, it's not 100 million, it's 61 million pounds max. So that's a boost, if anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Rashi, Atletico Madrid are looking at him now. They're saying, oh, if Barcelona don't trigger that one there, we might go and have an opportunity to take it, etc. And that's the price there for Diomande. It's 52 to 61 million. Sky Sports came out yesterday, said this 100 million stuff. There have been reports that Leipzig valued Diomande at 87 million. However, it's understood he is valued more in the region of 52 to 61 million. That's the situation. So, boom. That's more or less all the news, my peoples, man. That's more or less it. And this, I'll leave you with these two as well. Harry Maguire and Casemiro, basically, we're not going to extend their deals. Remember, Malacia leaves next season as well. These are all the people that are running at the end of the season. Malacia, Sancho, Aston Villa's going to pay his wages all the way to the end and then he leaves for free. These two and Malacia, they're all leaving for free. Do you understand? So my thing is I don't mind them leaving, but we can't let all our senior players go and then we're just lost like Arsenal and Chelsea, where there's got so much young players. There's no one there that's leadership, got mentality. That's my thing. And then we had this stuff about Conor Gallagher and it was all the talks about a loan option we'll buy, but Atletico Madrid are saying, bro, run your money. We're not giving no loan. Obviously, once January comes, they might change their mind, but he's going from one bench to another. That's all it is, literally. So Athletic come out looking like, so he's going to come off our bench, go to you lot's one, and then we've got to go out there and buy another player, or it's going to be a headache for us to find another player. That's the situation with that. So we'll see what happens, my people, man. Smash the likes, my peoples. You know we're always here. I'm going to do a 10-minute video at the end of the day, about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, with whatever news that comes out. Love my peoples.
Got some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't see, they on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.